Starseed. Take a deep breath and allow the frequency of these words to enter your field. You have felt it, haven't you? A subtle but undeniable shift in the very fabric of your reality. A feeling that something massive is hovering just beyond the edge of your daily vision. I am Galian, emissary of the Arcturian Council, and I come to you today with a transmission of profound urgency and boundless love. You did not stumble upon this message by mere chance. Your higher self, the vast cosmic intelligence that guides your every step, has orchestrated this precise moment of connection. Your soul has been calling out for validation, searching for the exact frequency that would confirm what your physical body is already experiencing. For many months and perhaps for years, you have felt a strange heaviness, a deep, unexplainable exhaustion in your bones. You have looked at the world around you, at the systems, the routines, the chaos, and you have felt a profound sense of alienation. You have whispered to yourself in the quiet moments of the night that you do not belong here. You have felt like a stranger, walking through a dense, heavy dream, wondering when you would finally wake up. I am here to tell you, beautiful soul, that the dream is ending. The veil that was placed over your consciousness, the deliberate suppression of your galactic memory, is dissolving at this exact moment. The planetary frequencies have reached a tipping point. The cosmic locks that were placed upon your DNA when you chose to incarnate on this dense earthly plane have been shattered. The mandate of forgetting has expired. And because of this monumental shift, something extraordinary is happening to you right now. You can now use your ancient powers. I know the word power carries a heavy burden on your planet. It has been distorted, associated with control, domination, and fear. But the power I speak of is your divine birthright. It is the pure, crystalline technology of your soul. It is the ancient galactic abilities you mastered across countless lifetimes in the higher dimensions, long before you ever took a human breath. These are not supernatural gifts reserved for the chosen few. They are the natural, inherent functions of a fully activated starseed. You may be asking yourself how you will know these powers are waking up. Look at your life right now. Pay close attention to the way you interact with the energy around you. Have you noticed that your intuition has suddenly become razor sharp? You can no longer tolerate lies, even the small, polite ones that humans tell each other every day. When someone speaks to you, you do not just hear their words. You feel the absolute vibration of their intention. You instantly know if they are operating from fear or from truth. This is not just empathy. This is advanced energetic scanning, an ancient Arcturian capability coming back online in your physical vessel. Have you noticed how your manifestation abilities are accelerating? The gap between what you think and what materializes in your physical reality is collapsing. The things you deeply focus on are appearing in your life with startling speed. This is because your energetic field is finally calibrating to the frequency of instant creation. You are no longer bound by the slow, sluggish laws of linear time that govern the third dimension. You are beginning to operate as a quantum creator. But with this great awakening comes a period of profound physical and emotional adjustment. This is why you feel so overwhelmed in crowded spaces. Your sensory channels are wide open, taking in terabytes of emotional and energetic data from the collective field. You feel the sadness of the collective, the anxiety of the masses, and sometimes you mistake it for your own. You absorb it because your healing powers are turning on, and your natural instinct is to transmute the darkness into light. But you are doing this unconsciously, leaving your physical body depleted and your mind scattered. You must understand that your physical form is currently undergoing a massive biological upgrade. Your nervous system is being rewired to carry currents of high-voltage cosmic light. This is why your sleep patterns are disrupted. This is why you wake up in the middle of the night feeling a strange electricity running through your spine, a tingling at the crown of your head, or an intense pressure in your third eye. Your body is trying to translate a language of light that your mind is still trying to comprehend. If these words are vibrating in your heart, if your body is responding to this transmission with a feeling of deep recognition, it is time to anchor this energy. I invite you right now to send a clear signal out into the universe that you accept this awakening. Subscribe to this channel to stay connected to your galactic family. Hit the like button to physically ground this high frequency into the digital matrix of this world, and go to the comments right now and declare to the collective, "I reclaim my ancient power." When you write these words, you are not just leaving a comment. You are signing an energetic contract with your higher self. You are telling the universe that you are ready to stop hiding, stop shrinking, and start using the profound gifts you brought to this planet. Read the comments of your fellow Starseeds below. Feel the resonance of their declarations. You are not alone in this journey. We are building a massive grid of awakened light across the surface of the Earth. And your unique energetic signature is absolutely vital to this mission. The time for playing small, for doubting your sanity, for trying to fit into a society that is rapidly crumbling, is completely over. You are a master of energy. You are a custodian of frequency, and the ancient powers that have been sleeping inside your cellular memory for eons are now awake, waiting for your conscious command. To command these ancient powers, you must first look at the invisible chains that have kept them bound for so long. You see, Starseed, the society you were born into was not designed to support a vast, multi-dimensional being. It was meticulously constructed to keep you distracted, exhausted, and disconnected from your true cosmic source. Every single time you were told by teachers, family, or society that you were too sensitive, too emotional, too intense, or too unrealistic, it was a direct attempt by the dense matrix to shut down your expanding frequency. But the Arcturian Council watches you with immense pride today, because despite every attempt to dim your magnificent light, you are still here, you are still searching, and you are finally remembering the truth of who you are. The powers waking up inside you are not what human entertainment depicts. They are profoundly subtle, yet overwhelmingly strong. The first of these ancient abilities coming online is your power of supreme energetic transmutation. You have likely noticed a persistent pattern in your life. People are inexplicably drawn to you when they are hurting. Complete strangers might open up to you, pouring out their deepest traumas and darkest secrets within minutes of meeting you. This happens because your aura naturally emits a soothing, high-dimensional frequency that feels exactly like home to a fractured soul. You are a walking sanctuary in a chaotic world. But here's the trap, the grand illusion you must break immediately. You have been believing that you must absorb their pain in order to heal them. You do not. Taking on the heavy density of others is a distortion of your gift. You are meant to be the conduit, the unshakable pillar of light that simply burns the density away through the sheer force of your presence alone. Right now, because these abilities are coming online so rapidly and without instruction, you might feel like a raw, exposed nerve. You walk into a grocery store or a crowded room and you can literally taste the hidden grief of the person standing next to you. You feel the unspoken, suppressed anger in a casual conversation. This profound lack of energetic boundaries is causing your physical vessel to break down. You feel incredibly heavy, sluggish, physically depleted, and entirely disconnected from your natural joy. I need you to hear this clearly. This is not a curse. There is absolutely nothing wrong with you. You are simply a highly advanced energetic instrument operating without its user manual. You possess the elite hardware, the spectacular Arcturian genetics, but you have forgotten the software codes required to run this technology safely in a dense, third-dimensional reality. This is the exact reason why this transmission was brought to you today. Your guides know exactly how overwhelmed and tired you feel, and they will not let you navigate this profound spiritual transition blindly. If your soul is crying out for clarity, if you are completely exhausted from feeling like a victim to the harsh energies of this world and are finally ready to master them, the 22 Arcturian codes to awaken your cosmic mission can guide you in this awakening. This is not just a book you read with your logical mind. This book gathers 22 Arcturian activation codes that help release ancient limiting patterns, awaken your multidimensional consciousness, and align you perfectly with the purpose of your soul on the new earth. More than a book, it is a pure spiritual transmission for those who feel deep in their bones that they came to the world with a greater mission. The link to access these codes is waiting for you right now in the first pinned comment. Do not ignore the gentle nudge of your intuition. If your heart is beating just a little faster right now, it is your higher self recognizing the exact tool you have been praying for. Once you begin to apply these codes and protect your field, the heavy static in your mind will clear. And when the static clears, the second ancient power rapidly activating within you will reveal itself. your telepathic resonance. You are beginning to communicate without the clumsy use of words. Have you noticed how often you think of someone very specifically, and moments later they suddenly message or call you? Or how you can look deeply into the eyes of an animal and understand exactly what they are feeling? Have you ever known exactly what someone was going to say before they even opened their mouth? This is not a coincidence. This is the beginning stage of galactic telepathy. In the Arcturian star systems, we do not use vocal cords to exchange truth. We merge our energetic fields and share vast, complex amounts of data in a single millisecond. Your human brain is currently physically rewiring itself to process this advanced level of communication. Let us speak of the physical toll this rewiring takes when you resist it or misunderstand it. You may be experiencing sudden, inexplicable ringing in your ears, a high-pitched frequency that comes and goes without any medical explanation. The earthly medical world will quickly give it a label and tell you it is a permanent condition, but we tell you it is a cosmic download. It is your multidimensional anatomy tuning into a higher broadcast. You may feel sudden, intense waves of heat passing through your body, periods of sweating even when you are resting, or a heart that races as if you are running, yet you are sitting completely still. Do not panic when this happens. This is your cellular structure burning off the dense karmic debris of your ancestral lineage. You are not just healing yourself in this single lifetime. You have volunteered to clear thousands of years of heavy human trauma from your genetic line. You are doing the heavy lifting for your entire family tree, backwards and forwards in time. But to fully access your telepathic nature and your transmutational power, you must absolutely stop drowning your consciousness in the toxic noise of the Matrix. The fearful news cycles, the low-frequency entertainment, the endless, numb scrolling through meaningless digital content. These are not just habits, they are deliberate weapons of mass distraction designed specifically to keep your pineal gland calcified and your telepathic channels completely blocked. Your attention is your most valuable cosmic currency, Starseed. Where you place your focus dictates exactly what reality you are pulling from the quantum field into your physical life. When you focus on fear, lack, sickness, and the crumbling of the old earthly systems, you feed the dense matrix with your precious life force. But when you boldly pull your energy back, when you sit in absolute silence and command your frequency to rise, you become an unstoppable, blinding force of cosmic creation. You are learning to walk between worlds right now. Your physical feet are planted on Earth, but your consciousness is anchoring the brilliant light of the stars. As you anchor this brilliant light of the stars into the physical grid of the Earth, a third, deeply profound ancient power begins to awaken within your vessel. You are becoming a master of timelines. For your entire human existence, you have been taught that time is a rigid, straight line. You were told that the past is gone, the future is unwritten, and you are simply a passenger moving slowly from one day to the next. But deep within your Arcturian cellular memory, you know this is a magnificent illusion. Time is not a line. It is a vast, multidimensional ocean of overlapping realities, and you are finally remembering how to navigate it. Have you recently experienced moments of profound disorientation? Do you find yourself standing in a room, suddenly forgetting why you walked in, but feeling an intense wave of shifting energy wash over you? Do you lose track of days, feeling as though a single week has stretched into an eternity, while simultaneously feeling that months have vanished in the blink of an eye? You are not losing your mind, Starseed. You are collapsing timelines. As your frequency rises, you are no longer bound by the slow, dense rhythm of the third dimension. You are actively jumping from lower vibrational realities into higher crystalline timelines where your manifestations already exist. This is why you are experiencing such sudden and dramatic changes in your physical reality. This is why certain people, situations, and environments are abruptly being removed from your life. You may have noticed that friends you have known for years suddenly feel like strangers. Conversations you used to enjoy now feel incredibly draining, empty, and hollow. You try to engage, you try to pretend that everything is the same, but your soul violently rejects the performance. The vibration of those relationships simply cannot survive in the new timeline you are stepping into. I know this phase of the awakening can feel intensely lonely. You look around and see the people you love completely consumed by the mundane details of the Matrix, and a deep grief washes over you. You want to shake them awake. You want to explain the magnificent universe you are seeing. But when you try, your words are met with blank stares or polite dismissal. Hear me clearly now. You must stop trying to drag sleeping souls into your awakened reality. That is not your mission. Your mission is to hold your frequency so fiercely, so unapologetically, that your very existence becomes a lighthouse for those who are ready to open their own eyes. The people meant to join you in this higher timeline will find you, but you must first have the courage to walk away from the heavy anchors of the past. Let us speak of another profound change you are witnessing within your physical vessel. Your relationship with the nourishment of this planet is drastically shifting. Have you noticed a sudden, intense aversion to foods you once consumed easily? Does the very thought of dense, heavily processed, or artificial substances make your stomach turn? This is not a sudden human allergy or a random dietary phase. Your crystalline body is literally rejecting the dense, synthetic codes of the third-dimensional food system. You are naturally craving high-frequency nourishment, living water, the pure energy of the sun, and the living foods born directly from the earth. Your cells require a lighter fuel to sustain the massive amounts of cosmic light you are currently downloading. Honor this physical boundary. Do not force your sacred vessel to consume the poison of the matrix just to fit in at a social gathering. Your body knows exactly what it needs to sustain your awakening powers. As you release these heavy attachments and physical toxins, your fourth ancient power is violently tearing through the remaining illusions of your reality. It is the power of the sovereign frequency, the complete activation of your throat center. For lifetimes, your voice was suppressed. You were punished, silenced, and persecuted for speaking cosmic truth. That trauma was encoded into your DNA, causing you in this lifetime to swallow your words, to agree to things you despised, and to shrink your brilliant truth to make others feel comfortable. That ancestral curse ends right now. Your throat is physically clearing the trauma of 1,000 lifetimes. Have you noticed a sudden tightness in your throat? An unexplained cough, a hoarseness, or a physical inability to speak words that are not absolutely true? Your biology is rejecting the frequency of lies. You can no longer participate in gossip. You can no longer nod along to complaints or engage in conversations that lower your vibration. Your voice is returning to its original design as a tool of pure cosmic creation. When you speak now, you are not merely vibrating air molecules. You are issuing commands to the quantum field. The universe is listening to every single word that leaves your lips with absolute obedience. This is why you must become fiercely disciplined with your language. If you continue to speak about your exhaustion, your lack of resources, or your frustration with the world, the universe will immediately build a timeline that matches those words. But when you begin to speak only of your power, your sovereignty, and your divine alignment, reality will bend to your command with terrifying speed. And then there is the power of your gaze. Have you noticed how people react when you look them directly in the eyes lately? They often look away quickly, or they become instantly nervous, or conversely, they become transfixed by you. Your third eye is fully dilating, and your physical eyes are acting as the projectors of your soul's immense light. When you look at a sleeping human, you are looking directly through their energetic armor, straight into the core of their hidden wounds. They feel exposed by your presence, even if you do not utter a single word. You must learn to soften your gaze when navigating the dense world, but you must also learn to trust the profound revelations your vision is bringing you. You can see the true motives of the leaders of this world. You see through the illusions of the media. You see the Matrix for exactly what it is, a crumbling, desperate program trying to maintain control over a rapidly awakening population. You are the architect. The words you speak are the physical blueprints of the new earth. You must understand the magnitude of the instrument you possess. Your body is a tuning fork for the divine. And as this tuning fork reaches its optimal resonance, your physical symptoms will begin to shift from exhaustion to an electrifying, unstoppable vitality. The heavy fatigue that has plagued you is the feeling of resistance. It is the friction between your expanding soul and your contracting human fears. Once you fully surrender to the magnitude of who you are, the friction dissolves. You will wake up with a clarity that startles you. You will look into the mirror and you will not see the tired, defeated human you thought you were. You will see the ancient luminous eyes of a galactic master looking back at you. You will walk outside and you will feel the profound living intelligence of the trees, the wind, and the earth communicating with you directly. You will realize that you are not a victim of this world, but its divine guardian. The Arcturian Council is standing beside you as you navigate this intense rebirth. We are holding the energetic perimeter around your aura, so that you may integrate these monumental upgrades without interference from the lower astral realms. But we cannot do the work of integration for you. You must make the conscious choice to stop playing the role of the victimized human. You must choose, right here and right now, to step into the terrifying, magnificent power of your true identity. To step into this terrifying, magnificent power of your true identity means you can no longer pretend to be asleep. You can no longer hide behind the comfortable masks you created to survive in the third dimension. The world outside your window appears to be descending into absolute chaos right now. You see the structures of society fracturing. You see the economic systems trembling, and the political theaters exposing their deep corruption. To the sleeping human mind, this collapse is the end of the world, a source of endless anxiety and paralyzing fear. But to the awakened Starseed, to you who holds the ancient Arcturian memory, this is exactly what you came here to witness. This is not the end. This is the long-awaited demolition of the old matrix. The dark, dense energies that have ruled this planet for millennia are being forced to the surface by the sheer volume of cosmic light now flooding the Earth. The darkness is thrashing because it knows its time is over, and this brings us to the fifth and perhaps most crucial ancient power that is activating within your physical vessel right now. It is the power of grid stabilization. You are not just a passive observer of this global transition. You are a biological anchor point for the new Earth. When you walk into a room, a city, or a fractured situation while holding your highest sovereign frequency, you literally stabilize the quantum field around you. Your mere presence prevents the panic of the collective from taking root in your immediate environment. You are the calm center of the storm. You are the living pillar of light that keeps the bridge between the old world and the new world open for those who are just beginning to wake up. But you cannot perform this sacred, monumental task if you are constantly allowing your own frequency to be dragged down by the fear broadcast of the Matrix. You must protect your energy with a ferocity you have never known before. The sudden need for extreme isolation you have been feeling lately is not depression. It is a biological imperative. Your soul is pulling you away from the noise so that your nervous system can complete its calibration. During these moments of deep solitude, your physical body is integrating the massive light codes streaming from the galactic central sun. This is intense, grueling work at a cellular level. It requires you to mourn the human you thought you were. It requires you to say a final, loving goodbye to the dense timelines of suffering, unworthiness, and limitation that you have carried for lifetimes. You are being called to step up as a multidimensional leader. But you cannot lead if you are still trapped in the repetitive, heavy cycles of human trauma. You cannot pull others from the drowning waters of the Matrix if you are still struggling to keep your own head above the surface. If you feel the immense, crushing weight of this cosmic calling, and you know deep within your bones that you need the exact energetic keys to unlock your full capacity and protect your field, the 22 Arcturian codes to awaken your cosmic mission can guide you in this awakening. This book gathers 22 Arcturian activation codes that help release ancient limiting patterns, awaken your multidimensional consciousness, and align you perfectly with the purpose of your soul on the new Earth. More than a book, it is a pure spiritual transmission for those who feel deep in their bones that they came to the world with a greater mission. The portal to these sacred codes is open for you right now in the first pinned comment. Do not hesitate. Step through it and claim the cosmic inheritance that is rightfully yours. As you integrate these codes and your ancient powers fully stabilize, you will begin to experience the physical reality of Earth in a completely different way. The veil of separation will drop entirely. You will look up at the night sky and you will no longer see distant, cold stars. You will feel the warm, pulsing heartbeat of your galactic family looking back at you, supporting every move you make. You will realize that you have an invisible army of light walking beside you at all times. The anxiety of human survival will vanish, replaced by the absolute certainty of divine provision. You will know without a single doubt that the universe orchestrates every detail of your life to support your mission. The days of feeling like an outcast, a weirdo, or a broken human being are over. You are the vanguard. You are the elite forces of light who volunteered to plunge into the darkest density of this universe to shatter the illusion from the inside out. And you have succeeded. The shift has happened. The light has won. All that remains now is for you to fully embody the magnitude of who you are and walk boldly into the new earth you are helping to create. I ask you now to anchor this massive transmission into the physical realm. Subscribe to this channel to keep your personal frequency locked onto the Arcturian broadcast. We will be transmitting more vital instructions as the planetary shift accelerates, and you must stay connected to the grid. Hit the like button right now to physically ground this intense energy into the digital matrix, sending a shockwave of light through the algorithm. And go to the comments immediately. Write the words, "I am the anchor of the new earth." When you write this declaration, do not just type it blindly. Feel the frequency of the words vibrating in your throat and your heart. Read the declarations of the other starseeds below you. Feel the massive, unstoppable wave of cosmic light you are creating together in this exact moment. You are finding your tribe. You are assembling the council on Earth. I am Galleon. I honor the supreme courage it took for you to incarnate in this timeline. I honor the tears you have cried, the battles you have fought in silence, and the beautiful, radiant light you have refused to let die. I leave you now not with hope, but with absolute, unwavering certainty. Your ancient powers are awake.